Okay, guys, welcome to The Walking Dead with Miss Jones, and also Punnett Squares. It's going to be exciting. All right, now that you're excited. So, what we're looking at today is starting with blood types. And as we remember, hopefully from class, blood typing is an example of codominance. So as I read through my problem, I'm looking at figuring out who's the father of the baby for Lori, whether it's Rick or Shane. So Rick's blood type is AB, Shane is BO, Lori is AO. So those are my blood types. So I'm going to do two different blood type problems for 1 and 2. So I want to find out what would happen for Judith if she is Rick's daughter. So as I draw my Punnett square, I need Lori's blood type. Okay, so A, O, and I need Rick's blood type. A, B. Okay, and then after you fill in the Punnett square, I want you to list all of the options for me. You're going to do the same thing for problem number 2 and just tell me possible blood types. Now remember that AA and AO both code for blood type A, okay, because O is recessive. So you don't have the blood type O unless you have both O and O, both recessive traits. Okay. You're going to use your information from 1 and 2 to answer your questions from 3 and 4. So our survivors have heard from Eugene there's a chance with the children with blood type AA would be immune to the zombie virus. Okay, so question 3, I'm referring back to question 1. So as I look at my Punnett square, this first box should have been filled in as AA. So what chance does she have of being immune if she is Rick's daughter? She has a 25% chance. Okay? Just because she has a 25% chance of having that specific blood type. Okay? Remember again, blood typing is codominant. It's also multiple alleles. So codominant, they're both expressed equally for A and B. O is recessive. Okay, now I'm looking at my next set of problems where it says Lori is a carrier for hemophilia, and it tells me that is an X-linked recessive trait. So Rick and Shane do not have hemophilia. I want to know the probability that Judith has hemophilia. I only need to do one Punnett square since both Rick and Shane, whoever the baby daddy is, don't have it. Now remember, when you do Punnett squares and they're sex-linked traits, you have to have an X and a Y for the father and an X and an X for the mother. Now that is not all you need. Since Lori is a carrier for hemophilia, carrier means, and that's a recessive trait, it means that one of her X alleles has the hemophilia gene. So we're going to express that as a capital H on one of her X-linked alleles. So for Judith, because Judith is a girl, to have hemophilia, she would have to have the X-linked, she would have to have the hemophilia gene on both of her X chromosomes. But let's go ahead and do our Punnett square because it's going to help us with number 6. XX. One of these has an H on them. Normal X, because again, I'm combining my sides. XH. Sorry, that's about HY. XY. Okay. Probability Judith has hemophilia. She's a girl. She'd have to have the XH on both. 0% chance. Now, the probability that Carl, who is their son, has hemophilia is different, and you should be able to look at that Punnett square and tell me. Okay? You're going to do similar Punnett squares for numbers 7 and 8. Okay? Tyrese has noticed that some of the zombies he kills are fast and some are slow. Male zombies are faster than female. Fast zombies have inherited an X-linked recessive allele. What are the chances Tyrese would be fast if his father was fast and his mother was a carrier? What are the chances his sister would be fast if she turned? So we're going to use XF to represent, sorry about this drawing, I'm having troubles. XF to represent fast. Okay, so for a man to be fast, he would have XFY. For a woman to be fast, she'd need XF. XF. Okay, I'm going to let you set up your own Punnett square, and if you have trouble with this in class, please raise your hand and ask me a question. Just a note, I expect that if you're having trouble on 7 and 8, you have already done 1 through 5. Okay, so you've already done the blood typing problems, you already did 5 and 6. All right, I'm going to move on to the back of the page after this. So again, you should be pausing at each segment. Okay, so we're on the back of this worksheet now, and we're talking about Daryl Dixon, who is the best character. And we were so sad when he cried that Beth died. Anyway, side note for those of you who appreciate this show. So, a person's skill with weapons depends on some combination of speed, strength, and accuracy. And all of these things are incompletely dominant, meaning you could be fast, you could be slow, you could be really accurate or not really accurate, or you could be average. Okay? So a person needs to be accurate and fast. Right? Accurate and fast in order to be successful with a crossbow. Daryl is fast and accurate. Beth is average. If they would have had children before she died, what are the chances that they would inherit just some good natural ability? Okay, so my hint to you is to multiply your mono-hybrid Punnett squares together. What, Miss Jones? I thought we were done with dihybrid crosses. No, you're never done learning. Okay, so I need 2 Punnett squares. So Daryl is fast, so his weapon ability is fast. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble writing. Fast. Beth is average, so she's sort of fast, that's a capital, and not so fast, that's a lowercase. I'm going to go ahead and let you fill that in, because I know you can, and I forgot my stylus at home, so it's hard for me to write. He is also very accurate, so W-A, A for awesome, and accurate. And Beth is average again, so she's W, capital A, W, lowercase a. Okay, so what are the chances their children would be excellent, that they would be both fast and accurate? Okay, I'm looking to see complete Punnett squares, but what you should be able to say is that there is a 2 in 4 chance, or a 1/2 chance either way, that they would be very fast, and a 2 in 4 chance, or a 1/2 chance, that they would be very accurate, which when I multiply 2 times 2 is 4, and hey guys, look at what I did this time, 4 times 4 is 16. So a 4 in 16 chance that they will be very excellent. That is the same as a 1 in 4 chance. Okay? Dihybrid cross still works with incomplete dominance. I'm just looking for both traits at the same time. All right? I'm going to pause there and go on to the next problem. Okay, so Michonne is a master swordswoman. She's strong, fast, and accurate with her katana when beheading zombies, because that's the only thing that you should use a sword for. Rick is trying to take his mind off Lori's death by learning swordsmanship from Michonne. He is very strong, but he's low in accuracy and average in speed. So if Rick and Michonne had a child, what are the chances that they would be a master at the sword? So we're using, with our 3 Punnett squares, the same letters, the same traits that we did in problem 9. So again, we need 3 Punnett squares. So 1, 2, these are not squares, that's okay. Punnett rectangles, 3. Okay. So Michonne is awesome at everything. We're going to put her on the top because that's an easy one to think of. So her weapons ability. She is accurate. She is fast. And she is strong. It's an S. Okay? She's great. Rick, now we're going to go through each of these traits. I'm keeping my letters separate. Rick's weapon ability, he is low in accuracy, so lowercase a. He is average in speed, so capital F, lowercase f. And he is very strong, so capital S, okay? So you're making your Punnett squares, and you're going to have 3 numbers you multiply together. Okay? And those numbers are all out of 4. Okay? So the chance that he's very strong, for example, since these are all capital, is a 4 out of 4. I will come check your other 2 if you would like. I will check your answer if you would like. But I just want you to know you can have Punnett squares work, dihybrid cross method work, even if you have more than 1 trait. Okay? Problem 11, I'm going to let you try to do on your own. I want you to at least set it up on your own. You are dealing with both incomplete dominance and codominance, so you need to be very careful with how things get combined. Okay, and how you interpret your Punnett squares. If you can do this relatively easily, then I believe you guys are completely set for genetics. My plan is that you show me we're pretty good on this, and we will do our lab on Monday. The reason I decided to move the lab until Monday, for those of you who are like, I thought you said you'd have a lab today, the reason I decided to move the lab until Monday is because I was thinking, we have a whole bunch of semester exam reviews. They're probably going to have a ton of exams to do. Wouldn't it be a nice break to have a lab on Monday, get your exam, and kind of go through things for the rest of the week? I thought it would be. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. I'm usually pretty right about things. Thank you for agreeing. I appreciate you, and I will talk to you in a little bit.